Good morning. It is a cold morning. If you're wondering how cold, well, this is what we're working with. 9 degrees. I'm about to go run some errands, some truck stuff. There's our good old Ranger. I'll show you, I got a new box for it. Bought a weather guard box. Let me grab my key off my... It's pretty legit. These are some pretty expensive boxes. They're like $800-900 online, but I picked this guy up on Marketplace. As you can see, barely used, for $300, and it's really nice because you unlock it just like so, and it opens up. It's really nice. And the nice thing is, you know, most of the other ones you gotta unlatch. There and there, you got to climb in the bed and all that stuff. These you don't. It has a nice rubber seal all around, and then it latches up on one side, and then all you do is close it up, put this closed position, and that's it. You're ready to roll. And then you grab your 1000 keys and hop in there. Oh boy, it is a cold one today, that's for sure. Let's just a second. I have my car keys on these like hooks, and whenever I'm in the car I just take it off. Rest of the keys, if I could find it. It's like a champ. That is, yep. We'll let this thing warm up. In the meantime, it is cold. What I want to talk about really is the crazy shortage of everything nowadays. It's pretty like insane. Yesterday I was at the Walmart, and usually, you know, Walmart by my house I get oil and whatnot, but literally none on shelves. Like no kind of 1540, none. Like no synthetic, nothing. I go to another Walmart, nothing. I go to Sam's Club, nothing. AutoZone has some, but they're like $30 a gallon for a blend, 1540, and I was like, that's absurd. So then finally I found some at one Walmart, and they had some Rotella 1540. It was synthetic for I think $56 for 2.5 gallons. So that ends up being like, you know, $23-24 per gallon, but at least it's synthetic, it's better oil. So I just grabbed that. But usually I get the Mobile Delvac 1540 blend, but there's none of that is around. And what I seen online is they bumped the prices up to just under $20. It used to be like $12-13 a gallon. And it just like makes you think, like, some of these things you just need to stock up on it, because like you're gonna run out, you know. And these prices and this inflation keeps going up. It's worth just stocking up on. And then another thing is tires. My drive tires on my truck I cannot find anywhere locally. I literally called a few places and nobody stocks them. And I carry 24.5s, and yeah, nobody seems to have those tires. So I was like, man, what the hell. So yeah, I just had to order some online from I think it's Simple Tire, and I just had them shipped to FedEx. It was like $1,100 for 2 drives, Firestones, and yeah, it's definitely not cheap, but no other option really. Everything is just absurdly expensive. So like last night I was just like looking through all the other Walmarts in the area, seeing if anybody has more oil, and I found some blend 1540. So I'm gonna stock up on that too, everything they have to buy. So basically I'm gonna have like enough for 3-4 oil changes, and I'm gonna stock up on some filters too, because I know they had a shortage of filters as well. Yes, you can buy them online, but I just don't know, man. Some of those sellers online, like, there's so much like fake everything going on. Like the fact that they make fake spark plugs kind of worries me to buy things online. At least I have a higher chance of getting a legit item at the store, because I highly doubt you know, AutoZone or Freightliner or Truck Centers, whatever you buy it at, would sell a counterfeit, you know, item. They wouldn't take that risk. But yeah, like online, you buy it from random Amazon or eBay seller, nobody regulates that. It comes directly from them. So yeah, that's kind of like the plan for today. First, I gotta go do some paperwork stuff, some registrations and whatnot, and then we're gonna go to Walmart, chase that oil. But yeah, it's rough. It's pretty rough, and it's really cold. I gotta do my oil change. Yeah, by the way, if any of you guys have used Mobile Delvac oil additives, like basically it's like an oil thickener, let me know in the comments. What engine are you running? How much do you add? How often? I know most guys say 1 to 2 gallons per oil change, you know, that 20% mark. So I know in winter, obviously, you probably wouldn't want to add too much of it because your oil is already thick as hell. So we'll see. I doubt I'm gonna add any right now also, but in summer I might. So we'll see. But I'm also running full synthetic right now. That's what I'm gonna be putting in. So we'll see how it works out. But it is definitely cold. It's definitely gonna be some interesting times. I think we're all preparing for some crazy times, to say the least, really. And we'll see what happens with all of this. But yeah, let this thing warm up a little bit. I don't think my oil gauge is right. I don't think it works because it's already telling me that my oil, I'm sure you can see that, it's already telling me it's halfway like the operating temperature, but my water is cold. Your water will heat up faster than your oil will, so that doesn't make sense. But whatever, you know. I'm shooting on super view, so I'm sure everything's looking weird, including me. But it is what it is. I know I posted that Mazda for sale, the B3000. Everybody's like, well, that thing is 21 years old. It's not worth more than $500. Well, that's fine. You don't got to pay more than $500. But I had offers for $3 grand for it. I paid $3,900. So I'm trying to get a little bit more. I'm not in a rush to sell, but I don't think folks understand the used car market. I mean, even in regular conditions, that truck would still be worth a couple grand, not $500. You can't even get a rolling chassis nowadays for $500. I'll just go around the other way. But yeah, I mean, I got this Ranger. A lot of people are like, oh, that's an awful lot of money for what you bought. But I don't think people really understand how much. And I don't get these people. That's a lot of trash to just put out there. Why not just put out a trash can? You have a trash can. I always see another yellow Ranger there. But that's a newer one. The thing about this Ranger is this thing is not very good on gas. I'll tell you that much. I get like 16 miles a gallon. And you would think a truck this size would get a better fuel economy, but I suppose this thing comes back from a day where fuel economy didn't really matter too much. So for what it's worth, so far I replaced the thermostat on it. I did an oil change. I did a coolant flush. I did rear shocks. What else? I have a fuel filter yet to change. It's too damn cold to do it, but I did buy that. And I also did an engine air filter, and that thing was filthy. So we'll see how everything works out. But I'm telling y'all, that Mazda is pretty clean. I mean, to be honest, the main reason I bought this Ranger is because it's 4-wheel drive, as you can see, and it's got some room in the back right there. They're very small seats. However, there are seats in the back, and if I ever want to put anything in the back, I can. Which obviously right now I have the truck toolbox, but before I had that, you know, I kind of wanted some room in the back. But it's definitely chilly. 9 degrees is pretty rough. My truck stays plugged in, so I'm sure it'll still fire right up. Hopefully, no problem. So we'll see. But yeah, as far as that Lucas oil, let me know what you guys think. I've been asking. I'm in a Freightliner group on Facebook, and you know, I'll post questions, and there's a lot of awesome folks in there that really help out and give some great advice, because they're a lot more experienced than I am. And a lot of people seem to love the Lucas oil additive. But let me know what you think. There's a few folks that are like, no, that thing slugs up like crazy. It's gonna create a bunch of sludge on your engine, pop your cover open, and this and that. And I think kind of that's the whole purpose of it, really, is for that thickness to stay up, so when you fire your engine up, before that, you know, your oil itself can find its way up, there's still some oil up on the head, so they're not running dry, you know. So, but that's just my 2 cents. You know, if you're a mechanic or something, let me know what your thoughts are. Do you run it? Would you run it? Would you add in winter conditions, like, you know, let's say add a gallon instead of 2? I still might add a little bit, maybe like half a gallon or something in winter, and see how it rolls out. I'm sure I might see a difference on engine oil temperature and increased pressure. That's what my thoughts are, but we'll see. Is this heat kicking in yet? Yeah, like I was having issue with no heat in this car. That's why I replaced the thermostat, because I was like, I'll drive for like half hour, and still no heat. And obviously, like, that was happening because my engine thermostat was probably stuck open, so the coolant was sitting in my engine, so my engine would not warm up, and I was probably getting poor fuel economy also at the same time with it. So I replaced that, and ever since then it's been running pretty good. And now we can see the temperature has raised on that coolant, so it's all good. Definitely feeling some heat coming in, so that'll be nice. But yeah, guys, let's keep on rolling. We're gonna stop by Walmart's later and pick up some more oil, and probably catch you folks later. So now I know some of y'all are gonna be like, what the hell, why'd you buy so much? Well, because it's 1540. It's a blend. It's not synthetic or anything, but oil is oil. It's 1540. It's gonna do the job. I'm gonna run that synthetic through these cold, you know, few months, and then I'm just gonna run this in summer. And if I need to add some stabilizer, we'll roll with that. I've never used this oil before, but we'll see what it's about. It was $10.50 a gallon, so we'll see. Heavy duty diesel oil. It's just a regular blend. I'm gonna run it probably first, actually, and see how it does, see how it holds up, and then we'll get back to you. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today, because Walmart canceled both of my orders. They don't have any oil. So with this and that synthetic oil, I probably have enough stock for a whole year, to be honest. And then I bought some more useless stuff. I bought this LED work light. Pretty cool though. This is not useless. Some Fairlife, and I bought a multi-tool belt when I'm working around that apartment. You know, we had to get that cat power. They didn't have Detroit power, so I had to settle for cat. But yeah, hopefully you liked the video. Stay safe, stay stocked, healthy, and warm. Catch you on the next one.